Why everyone should plan for an unmedicated birth. Unfortunately, our plans don't always go how we plan and how we would like them to go. So sometimes women give birth at home accidentally, and sometimes women give birth in the car accidentally, and also sometimes epidurals fail. Not that the injection itself doesn't work in your body, but that sometimes it's not given or inserted correctly. Also, even the way that it sits, sometimes mamas will only feel it on one side of their body, but can still feel everything on the other side of their body. So I feel like it is very important for every woman to avoid having any mental suffering in birth or any unnecessary trauma. It is very important to mentally and physically prepare for your big day of birthing your baby. So that way, if anything doesn't go to plan, it can still be a joyful experience and you still have all the tools ready for that experience. If something happens, like baby's coming in the car on the way to the hospital, or baby's coming at home and you're calling an ambulance or a midwife, because birth happens like that and it's very unexpected, and babies come when they're ready to come. So having the tools to avoid any unnecessary trauma, I don't really like that word, we throw it around a lot, but birth trauma is very real. And especially if you're expecting, like, oh no, I'm getting an epidural and I'm not gonna feel anything and I don't want to endure that. Especially if you're going into it with that attitude, having a baby accidentally at home or in the car or getting to the hospital and not being able to have one because you're too far along, which is rare, but it happens, it can feel very discouraging, and in the moment just kind of ruin the experience you wanted to have. So I fully believe mamas, every single mama, no matter what kind of birth plan you're creating in your mind, I think every single woman should plan to have and prepare and have tools ready for an unmedicated birth, just in case that anything or any one of those things that I say to you happens. Or for example, even if you have a birth that is medicated, but is still hard and having a lot of interventions and it's not going the way you wanted. If you wanted to have a vaginal birth, but you're having an epidural and now it's turning into, well, we need to do a C-section. A lot of these tools also can be used in that as well. Like being able to surrender into the birth that you're having to have and being able to still have a really good perspective in those moments of birth, so that you have those tools available mentally and physically, so that you don't have to sit there and feel this enormous weight on you when you're about to meet your sweet little baby. You don't want to be going through that heaviness on top of this baby coming and being put on you, and now you're dealing with something that you have to push off for a while because you have this little bundle to take care of. But now that weighs on you, that you didn't get the birth that you wanted, and it was traumatic, and you felt there was mental suffering, not just physical suffering, but there was mental suffering in it. So to avoid that, having those tools, you can't 100% avoid it, of course, but having the tools necessary gives you a really, really higher chance of being able to have an enjoyable birth experience, even if the circumstances don't go how you plan, which a lot of births don't. And also having the correct care team or having a doula by your side to help advocate for you and also help implement the birth plan that you do want, so it can get as close as possible. Because when you're in birth and when you're in labor, a lot of things go out the window and you don't remember everything that you maybe listed that you wanted. But when you have someone there who can advocate you, a lot of the times it goes a lot smoother for you, so you can just focus on you and baby, and somebody else can advocate for your wishes and also be there for you if things do take a turn, to help you in the mental and physical space to be able to still enjoy the experience. So I hope that helps, and I hope you're able to take the steps necessary, get the care team, or get the tools necessary to prep for an unmedicated birth. So that way this one birth that you have that you can't do over can be one that is filled with love and grace and joy, meeting your new baby, and that you can step into postpartum and parenting, because birth really does set up your whole postpartum and also walking into parenting this new child as well. So have the tools ready just in case. You won't regret it. And I will see you guys in the next one.